I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Found my wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning, barely to hold my head, it didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. Then I washed my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my brain the night before, cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking. Then I crossed the empty street and caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somehow, somewhere along the way. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes somebody feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl who he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the song that they were singing. Then I headed back for home. Somewhere far away, a lonesome bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyon like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. There's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. I guess I never told you that I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. And give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. And maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. 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 Always on my mind.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
This may be our last good night together. We may never pass this way again. Just let me enjoy it till it's over or forever. Please don't tell me how the story ends. See the way our shadows come together, softer than your fingers on my skin. Someday these may be all we remember of each other. Please don't tell me how the story ends. Never's just the echo of forever. Lonesome as a love that might have been. Let me go on loving and believing till it's over. Please don't tell me how the story ends. Please don't tell me how the story ends.
He looked down into her brown eyes to say a prayer for me. She threw her arms around him and said, God will keep us free. They could hear the riders coming. He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the guns. And when the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there were was thunder from the throne, and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home.
She reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She cried, Father, please forgive me, but I can't make it without my man. And though she knew the gun was empty, she knew she could not win. But her final prayers were answered when the rifles fired again.
There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the guns. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne, and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. And when the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne, and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out from Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no names, and freight yards filled with old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobile. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. But the towns and the people seem to just fade into a bad dream, and the steel rails still ain't heard the news. Conductor, sing your songs again. Passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Darkness rolling down to the sea, but the towns and the people seem to just fade into a bad dream, and the steel rails still ain't heard the news. Conductor, sing your songs again. Passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. sitting on New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. 100 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Done.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave very much to my ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. He must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed from town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother'd had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Now, son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the that named you Sue." What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him a paw and he called me son. I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a boy.
I've seen the morning burning golden on the mountain in the sky. Aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies. Turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying. Healing as the colors in the sunlight and the shadows of her eyes. waking in the morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin. Wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I've been. Yesterday was something that I never thought of trying. Talking of tomorrow and the money, love, and time we had to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Together with a feeling that I've never known before in my time. She ain't ashamed to be a woman or afraid to be a friend. I don't know the answer to the easy way she opened every door in my mind, but dreaming was as easy as believing it was never gonna end. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again.
Living on the road, my friend, might keep you free and clear. Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one to see? She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. Oh, that's the way to go. Say, couldn't him slip away. Got a kind inside. But see, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up and left his mouth. They left for Pancho Low, left East Split for Ohio, but where he got the bread to go, there ain't nobody knows. I'm better all this say, couldn't have it for any day, only let him slip away. I suppose.
weather cold, so it's already in the dark. Underneath your prayer, it's true, saving you for left here too. Oh, everybody happy with you. Now it's going on. I'm a fan around and say, good had it anyway. But all the that is simple way. I just not simple. I'm a fan around and say, good had it anyway. I'm letting go so long.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head. That didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled in my closet through my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. And then I washed my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I smoked my mind the night before with cigarettes and songs I'd been picking. Then I lit my first and watched a small boy cussing at a can that he was kicking. Then I crossed the empty street and caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I lost somewhere, somehow along the way. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday that makes the body feel alone. And there ain't nothing short of dying, oh, half as lonesome as the sound of a sleeping city sidewalk and Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. And then I stopped beside a Sunday school and listened to the songs that they were singing. Then I went on down the road, and somewhere far away a lonely bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyon like a disappearing dream of yesterday. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying, half as lonesome as the sound of a sleeping city sidewalk and Sunday morning coming down.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down, boy, just before it rained. Took us all away to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. Every night she kept me from cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let it slip away. Looking for the home I hope she'll find. And I'd trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday. Holding Bobby's body close to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing but is free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Buddy, that was good enough for me. Good enough for me, Dorsey Burnett. La, la. Hey, thank you, girl. Bobby McGee. One more time, let it go. One more time for Bobby, Bobby McGee. One more time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Good night.
Again, I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Everybody sing. On the road again. Says we go down the highway, we're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Since the fire went out, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Lay your hand on you, big talking and make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson. Go home your hand.
Oh, I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose from my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Why, that's all she wrote. Well, let that you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony cake. Let it drown town like a scalded ham with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting in Jackson. I'm cheap and fast.
Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Ain't never coming back. Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about
Casey joins the hollow sound of silent people walking down the stairway to the subway in the shadows down below, following their footsteps through the neon darkened corridors of silent desperation, never speaking to a soul. The poison air he's breathing has the dirty smell of dying, 'cause it's never seen the sunshine, it's never felt the rain. But Casey minds the arrows and ignores the fatal echoes of the clicking of the turnstiles and the rattle of his chain. Oh, she said, Casey, it's been so long since I've seen you. Here, she said, just a kiss to make a body smile. See, she said, I put on new stockings just to please you. Lord, she said, Casey, can you only stay a while? Casey leaves the underground and stops inside the Golden Crown for something wet to wipe away the chill that's on his bones. Seen his reflection in the lives of all the lonely men who reach for anything they can to keep from going home. Standing in the corner, Casey drinks his pint of bitter, never glancing in the mirror at the people passing by. Then he stumbles as he's leaving, and he wonders if the reason is the beer that's in his belly or the tear that's in his eye. Oh, she said, I suppose you seldom think about me. Now, she said, now that you've a family of your own. Still, she said, it's so blessed good to feel your body. Lord, she said, Casey, it's a shame to be alone.
In twilight glow I see love, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye hard, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in a land that knows no parting. Blue eyes crying in the rain. In a land that knows no parting. Blue the rain.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. How about everybody singing it with us now? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. One more time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile. Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, which he spent like they was going out of style. And he keeps right on a change, for the better or the worse, searching for a shrine he never found. Never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse, or if the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, he's a pusher, he's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth, partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. He has tasted good and evil in your bedrooms and your bars. He's traded in tomorrow for today, running from his devil's lord and reaching for the stars, and losing all he loved along the way. But if this world keeps right on turning, for the better or the worse, and all he ever gets is older and around, from the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse, the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a liar, he's a prophet, he's a dreamer, he's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth, mostly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. And there's a lot of wrong directions on that lonesome way back home.
Well, now it's all going apart, whether they like it or not. As far as I can tell, the world is gone to hell, and we're sure gonna miss it a lot. All of the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee, just couldn't hit the spot. I got $100 bill, and you can keep them pills for it's all over the top. Got the Bible head while they're cooking on my shoe. Married out of my shop. Well, that's bread and it's made to rum. But baby, let me tell you why. I asked old Will, he said, here's the deal, man. It's all going to pot. Whether we like it or not, just as I can tell, the world's gone to hell. I'm sure gonna miss it a lot. All the whiskey and in the thick and putting it done. Put $100 bill, keep those pills up. It's all going to pot. When I caught her making eyes at her, she said, sweet little, spend all your money, take her penny you got. I said, she's never gonna get it caught. I've already spent it, Merle, it's all going to pot. Whether we like it or not, as far as I can tell, the world's gone to hell, and we're sure gonna miss it a lot. It's all going on. I got $100 bill, you keep your poor friend, but it's all going on. Whether we like it or not, as far as I can tell, the world's gone to hell, and we're sure gonna miss it a lot. It's all going on. I got $100 bill, you keep your poor friend, but it's all going on.
Get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, with taps on your toes and get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues, a little shoeshine boy never gets low down, got the dirtiest job in town, bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of the dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes how to keep from getting the blues. Grinned as he raised his little head, he popped his shoeshine rag, then he said, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes and get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues, it's loud, right, girl. When you blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes. Get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues. Well, I sat and listened to the shoe shine boy. I thought I was gonna jump with joy. Slapped on his shoe polish left and right. He took his shoe shine rack and he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe the sweat away. I said, you mighty little boy to be working that way. He said, I like it with a big wide grin. He kept on popping and he said, again, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes. Get gone, get rhythm. When you get the blues.
You wonder if I'm happy now. Well, that's as good as any joke I've heard. Seems as if I seen you last, I've done forgot the meaning of the word. If happiness is empty rooms and drinking in the afternoon, well, I suppose I'm happy as a clam. But if it's got a thing to do with smiling or forgetting you, well, I don't guess that I could say I am. Did you ever see a down and outer waking up alone without a blanket on to keep him from the dew? When the water from the weeds has soaked the papers he'd been putting in his shoes to keep the ground from coming through. And the future feels as empty as the pockets in his pants because he's never seen a single dream come true. Well, that's the way that I've been feeling since the day I started falling from the bottle to the bottom, stool by stool, learning hard to live with losing you. You wonder if I'm better off with freedom now to do the things I choose. Well, all my time's my own and I got nothing left but sleeping time to lose. There's no one here to carry on if I stay out the whole night long, or give a tinker's damn if I don't call. I'm living like I wanted to and doing things I want to do, and nothing means a thing to me at all. Did you ever see a down and outer waking up alone without a blanket on to keep him from the dew? When the water from the weeds has soaked the papers he'd been putting in his shoes to keep the ground from coming through. And his future feels as empty as the pockets in his pants because he's never seen a single dream come true. That's the way that I've been feeling since the day I started falling from the bottle to the bottom, stool by stool, learning hard to live with losing you.
She is gone, but she was here, and her presence is still heavy in the air. Oh, what a taste of human love. But now she's gone, and it don't matter anymore. Passing dreams in the night. It was more than just a woman and a man. It was love without disguise. And now my life will never be the same again.
I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad, but there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of Blacklander. We'd get together in a family circle, singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
And Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there, 'cause singing seemed to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh, the circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sing bass,
And Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother would join right in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I'll play your guitar, Carl. Oh, you're doing all right, son, but you ain't playing it like Mother Maybelle Carter yet. You just keep practicing, son. You'll be all right, Carl. Well, I remember after work, Mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother has done gone on, I'll rejoin him in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy sing bass,
And my mama sang tenor.
and little brother was going right in there. 'Cause singing seemed to help a troubled soul. One of these days it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh, the circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by
In the sky, Lord, in the sky, in the sky, Lord, in the
I come from just the other side of nowhere to this big time lonesome town. They got a lot of ice and snow here, half as cold as all the people I found. Not in San Sebastian. Every way I tried to go here seemed to bring me down. I've seen about enough to know where I belong. I got a mind to see the headlights shining on that old white line between my heart and home. Sick of spending Sundays wishing they was Mondays, sitting in a park alone. So give my best to anyone who's left to ever done me any loving way but wrong. Tell them that the pride of just the other side of nowhere's going home. Taking nothing back to show there for these dues I paid. But the soul I almost sold here, the body I've been giving away, fading from the neon nighttime glow here, heading for the light of day. Just the other side of nowhere, going home.
Well, hello there. My, it's been a long, long time. And how am I doing? Oh, I guess that I'm doing fine. Well, it's been so long now, but it seems now that it was only yesterday. Gee, ain't it funny how time slips away? And how's your new love? Well, I hope that he's doing fine. And I heard you told him that you'd love him till the end of time. Well, now that's the same thing that you told me. It seems like only yesterday. Gee, ain't it funny how time just slips away? Well, I gotta go now, and I guess I'll see you around. But I don't know when, though, and I never know when I'll be back in town. But remember what I tell you, that in time you're gonna pay. And it's surprising how time just slips away. And I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. And I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. and I knew that you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'd find me somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? And I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. And I'm crazy for trying, I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I have the only one there is around. Well, the very next day when I checked in with my big lunchbox and help from my friends, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. I never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. Well, the first day I got me a fuel pump, the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, then I got me a transmission and all a chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, the big stuff I snuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Well, up to now, my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when I noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73. When we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, had that engine running just like a song. The headlights was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right, but when I pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, that's when I noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we went uptown just to get the tags, and I headed her right on down Main Drag. You could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up, it took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I have the only one there is around. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth in the Psycho-Billy Cadillac, come on. Negatory on the cost of this machine there, Red Rider. You might say I just went up to the factory there and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile.
Softly, as I waken sleep with the last touch of her soft lips, like a whisper on my cheek, and I cursed the sun horizon, for the worst was yet to come. 'Cause this morning she's just leaving, but come sundown she'll be gone. See the lipstick on the pillow that I placed beneath her head, and the soft sheets still feel warm there where she lay upon my bed. And it hurts to know it's over, for the hurt has just begun. 'Cause this morning she's just leaving me, but come sundown she'll be gone.
And if you had not have fallen, I would not have found you. Angel fly too close to the ground. I patched up your broken land and hung around a while. Trying to keep your spirits up. And your fever down. I knew someday that you would fly away. For love's the greatest healer to be found. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember angel fly too close to the ground.
the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. Believe me if you need to. Remember angel fly too close to the ground. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember angel fly too close to the ground. Angel fly too close to the ground.
You've cut out your dancing and you never see a show. Friends come by to pick you up and you hardly ever go. It seems your head is in the clouds above. You've got the ways of a woman in love. I walk by your house at night and hope that I might see the guy who's got you in a spin. I wish that guy was me. I don't know why it's you I'm dreaming of. You've got the ways of a woman in love. Many is the night I stayed awake and cried. Now you'll never know how much you've hurt my foolish pride. I recall your kisses, the times I held you tight. Now when I come to see you, you're sitting in the light, missing all the things that we dreamed of. You've got the ways of a woman in love. Many is the night I stayed awake and cried. Now you'll never know how much you've hurt my foolish pride. I recall your kisses, the times I held you tight. Now when I come to see you, you're sitting in the light, missing all the things that we dreamed of. You've got the ways of a woman in love.
See the ruin on the hill where the smoke is hanging still, like an echo of an age long forgotten. There's a story of a home crushed beneath those blackened stones, and the roof that fell before the beams were rotten. Cecil Darby loved his wife, and he labored all his life to provide her with material possessions. And he built for her a home of the finest wood and stone, and the building soon became his sole obsession. Oh, it took 300 days for the timbers to be raised, and its silhouette was seen for miles around. And the gables reached as high as an eagle in the sky, but it only took one night to bring it down. When Darby's castle tumbled to the ground, Though they shared a common bed, there was precious little said in the moments that each set aside for sleeping. 'Cause his busy dreams were filled with the rooms he'd yet to build, and he never heard young Ellen Darby weeping. Then one night he heard a sound as he laid his pencil down, and he traced it to her door and turned the handle, and the pale light of the moon through the window of the room split the shadows where two bodies lay entangled. Oh, it took 300 days for the timbers to be raised, and the silhouette was seen for miles around, and the gables reached as high as the eagles in the sky. But it only took one night to bring it down. When Darby's castle tumbled to the ground.
You give your hand to me and you say hello, and I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night, longs to kiss your lips, longs to hold you tight. To you I'm just a friend, that's all I've ever been. Well, you don't know me. You don't know me. I never knew the art of making love, though my heart ached with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. The chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky guy, to never, never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me. Love, though my heart ached with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. The chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky guy, to never, never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me.
Vì sao anh nhớ em thế này, thương nhớ đong đầy trong lòng mắt. Buổi chiều còn gặp nhau đây mà đêm đã nhớ như vậy. Em hỡi em có hiểu có hay, tình anh như núi cao biển rộng, gom bốn phương trời xây thành lũy. Biển trời nào mà không xanh thì xin em nhớ cho rằng em nghiễm nhiên chiếm ngự hồn anh. Em ơi ngồi đây thương bóng thương hình, ngồi đây tơ tưởng riêng mình với niềm mơ ước vây quanh. Em ơi ước gì mình là đôi chim, ước gì mình là sao đêm hay là trăng rọi sáng đường hoa. Để anh đưa đón em sớm chiều, trên lối đi về không còn thiếu. Trọn đời mình gần bên nhau, tình yêu thêm sắc thêm màu, không còn lo thương nhớ người yêu. Anh như núi cao biển rộng, gom bốn phương trời xây thành lũy. Biển trời nào mà không xanh thì xin em nhớ cho rằng em nghiễm nhiên chiếm ngự hồn anh. Đánh tơ tưởng riêng mình với niềm mơ ước vây quanh. Em ơi ước gì mình là đôi chim, ước gì mình là sao đêm hay là trăng rọi sáng đường hoa. Để anh đưa đón em sớm chiều, trên lối đi về không còn thiếu. Trọn đời mình gần bên nhau, tình yêu thêm sắc thêm màu, không còn lo thương nhớ người yêu.
Bây giờ xin chân thành cảm ơn tất cả lòng yêu thương của vị đã dành cho Đăng Nguyên.